and welcome back to the Cellphone Philosopher episode 10. My name is Tamir Jacob, bite-sized knowledge for people on the go. Today we're going to be talking about how to shape our minds and our thoughts, reinforce positive beliefs and get rid of negative beliefs. The first thing that I want to talk about is this idea of self-deprecating in the workplace. A lot of people, they'll mess up in the workplace, they'll make a mistake, and they'll actually go and say to their colleagues and themselves, "Oh, I'm such an idiot." Get that out of your mind. Never do that. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I actually want to read you a quote from the Dhammapada, which is essentially part of Buddha's teachings. And what the Buddha says is, just as irrigators direct water, just as carpenters carve wood, just as archers straighten their arrows, the wise shape their minds. Isn't that profound? So how do we shape our minds? How do we do it? Well, actually, something called cognitive behavioral therapy might have the answer. And what cognitive behavioral therapy says is that essentially thoughts lead to feelings, and those feelings lead to behaviors, and those behaviors reinforce the thoughts, and then essentially the cycle continues. It's a cycle. So how do we get out of the cycle, and what is the cycle? So imagine you have a presentation coming up. If you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm a shitty public speaker," you'll say to yourself, "Okay, I'm a shitty public speaker." Then you start feeling anxious, which is the feeling. You get the feeling of anxiety, and that feeling of anxiety then leads to you to actually stumble in the presentation, make a few mistakes. You get out the presentation, which is the behavior, and you say to yourself, "Do you know what? I'm a crappy public speaker. I messed up," which essentially reinforces your initial thought, which then allows you to have more anxiety and then causes you to repeat the behavior in the future. So how do you get out of that loop? So cognitive behavioral therapy says that the moment you have one of those negative thoughts, instantly say something positive to yourself. So the moment you have the negative thought saying, "You know what, I'm a crappy public speaker," say, "I'm a brilliant public speaker," even if you don't think it's true. Because eventually, if you say something enough, you start believing in it. And just constantly combat those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And I promise you, your thinking will change. Because after a while, your thinking will switch from negative to positive. Most of the time. I mean, we have so many negative thoughts throughout the day as human beings. Actually, I was reading this thing today that said 90% of our thoughts are negative. I know that's not true for me, but I know that I've worked on myself. So the question is, how can you continually work on yourself, continually combat those negative thoughts, replace them with positive thoughts in a way that really benefits your life? So another quote that I want to read you is, so the Buddha says, "Drop by drop a water pot is filled. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good." And the key thing is just to do a little bit every day. Just keep working on ourselves every day. Jumpstart your success, jumpstart your life, and change your beliefs. And use this great technique to change your beliefs. Anyway, have a great day.